Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 2022 NSC Awards ceremony for the Western Cape. My name is Brent Walters. I'm the Head of Education for the Western Cape, and it gives me great pleasure to do some of the work here today. Thank you to all of you for coming out today. The Premier of the Western Cape, Mr. Alan Windy, and Mrs. Windy, Provincial Minister of Education, Mr. David Mania, Ms. Deirdre Bartman, Chairperson of the Standing Committee on Education, Mr. Paul Kasser, Chairperson of the Western Cape Education Council, Senior Management of the WCED, the union representatives, our sponsors, MTN Foundation, Old Mutual, Cell C, Fundi, Lenovo SA, Pearson and Vodacom, WCED officials, school principals and governing bodies, teachers, principals, parents, and most importantly, our award-winning candidates who have made us all so proud and are the reason we are in this room today. Welcome to all of you to today's ceremony. This event is always a highlight on our calendar. We are a busy sector, and it's not often that we get to sit back and celebrate what our schools and learners have achieved. The other day, I was very blessed to accompany the Minister to Hector Peterson Secondary School on the day the candidates and school results were released. What a moment that was. What a moment of celebration. What a moment of celebration for that community. What a moment of celebration for education. And today is such a day. It's a moment to look back on 12 years. What you've achieved in the 12 years. And how far you've come. It's a moment to say, I've actually achieved something great and I'm being recognized for it. And it's a moment that can launch you all, hopefully, to become leaders in our society and eventually take our society to new heights. I remember that day when we went to Hector Peterson, Premier and Minister, the pride and joy on the faces of the learners and the faces of the teachers and the faces of the principal. And today in front of us, I see that same pride and joy. So well done to all of you and congratulations. It made me reflect on the release of my own Standard 10 results. All the ones in the room, you know what Standard 10 means, grade 12. Unfortunately, a little bit of grey 8, that's where I come from. All this many years ago. And also, in the short period I was a teacher, when I taught my own children's results, and the stress and joy of my own kids when they actually were in matric, the highs and the lows of all of that. But today, Premier, today is a high. Today is about celebration. Today is about looking forward. Today is about saying, we have achieved, and we are being rewarded for those achievements. The National Senior Certificate means so much to all of us, as individuals, as parents, as teachers and principals, and to us as people steering the system overall for everyone. We are all truly united in working towards the same goal, the goal of achieving quality education. So when that goal has been achieved, and achieved in such a remarkable manner, after 12 years of hard work by the learners and the teachers, we should indeed celebrate. We have been blessed with wonderful results this year. As a province, and we have before us here today, the schools and the individuals and the principals, we have achieved excellence and improvement. What a wonderful moment. But to the parents who are here, what a proud moment for all parents. For all parents, for all guardians, for all caregivers, for everyone who touched these learners' lives and made them get to this stage. I think it's a moment to celebrate with him. The class of 2022 and the results, they show just how resilient, committed, and tenacious our schools in the Western Cape are. Many of our schools and individual candidates, some of whom will be honored here today, have shown what can be done to overcome diversity, hardship, and societal barriers to either improve or excel against all odds. My congratulations to all of you. Let's give everyone a round of applause. So on that note, I'm very proud to introduce our Provincial Minister of Education, Mr. David Mania. And to give you a little bit of profile of Mr. David Mania, he was appointed to the post in May last year, having previously served as the Minister of Finance and Economic Opportunities from 2019 to 2022. He had also previously served for 10 years in the National Assembly as Shadow Minister of Finance and Shadow Minister of Defence and Military Veterans. He holds a Bachelor of Arts Honours degree from University of Cape Town and a Master's degree in Public Admin and Management from Harvard's Kennedy School of Government. Minister Mania is not from the education sector. There's an immense respect for the principals, teachers, practitioners, and officials that make up the sector. He is determined that we all work towards our vision of quality education for every learner, in every classroom, in every school in the province. It therefore gives me great pleasure to welcome Minister Mania to the podium. Minister Mania.
Brent, thank you very much for that very warm introduction. Let me start by saying good morning, Premier Alan Wendy. Good morning, Tracy Wendy. And really thank you for hosting us all at your lovely home. Welcome to our principals, our teachers, our parents, our colleagues, and of course all our supporters. But most important, a special welcome to our top achievers of the Western Cape Matric class of 2022. This is my first National Senior Certificate Awards ceremony as Minister of Education, and I am delighted to be able to share this celebration with you. I'd like to take a moment, Premier, to recognize the work of our exams team, led by Bertram Lauriston, who you met earlier, who exemplifies grace under pressure when faced with the most challenging situations. Thank you for ensuring that the largest group of candidates ever could successfully write their matric examinations, even in the face of load shedding and massive transport disruptions in Cape Town. Now, the class of 2022 as a whole has had a tough time over the last couple of years. They missed so much class time during the COVID-19 pandemic. And in their matric year, they had to cope with load shedding and transport disruptions. But at the same time, our candidates, our teachers, and our districts put an incredible amount of effort into preparing for the matric exams. And so despite the challenges, our pass rate increased to 81.4%, while at the same time achieving a retention rate of nearly 70%, resulting in 49,102 candidates passing their matric exams. Every single one of our successful candidates received a matric pass that makes them eligible to apply to universities or colleges, which means that we have extended opportunity to nearly 50,000 young people here in the Western Cape. When it comes to district performance, Metro North topped the district log with 85.46%. Congratulations to the district director, Wendy Horn, and your team. Metro Central, Metro East, Cape Winelands and Overberg districts all increased their pass rates this year. In fact, every one of our districts scored above 77% in the matric exams, and so we congratulate all our district teams. On performance per quintile, our quintile 1 schools raised their pass rate by 2 percentage points to 70.8%, beating the quintile 2 schools. And our quintile 3 schools also increased their pass rate by 0.3 percentage points to 76.1%. These schools are rapidly closing the gap with higher quintile schools. We are also delighted, Premier, that the number of underperforming schools has declined this year from 38 in 2021 to 30 in 2022. And of course, there's even more good news when the National Minister announced the top candidates in the country. 5, no less, 5 Western Cape candidates ranked amongst the best and the brightest in South Africa. Kelly Prowse from Rustenburg Girls High School was recognized, get this, recognized as the top candidate in quintile 5, the top candidate in mathematics, and the joint top candidate in the entire country. Simone Lowe from Bloemhof High School ranked 2nd in quintile 5, while Kenneth Jansen from Hoër Jongenskool Paarl was 3rd in the same category. Atenkosi Kunzani from the Center of Science and Technology was awarded the 2nd place in the quintile 3 category, and Jason de Villiers from Rondebosch High School was the 2nd placed candidate in mathematics, and they all come, Premier, from the Western Cape. So congratulations to each of you on your outstanding achievements. It's worth noting, Premier, and I think we can be proud of this, that the top overall candidate in the country has come from the Western Cape in 5 of the past 6 years. And the top candidate in mathematics has come from our province for the past 4 years in a row. Now, as I've said, the class of 2022 has demonstrated incredible grit and have given their all, putting hundreds of hours of extra work into preparing for their matric exams and investing in their own futures. But we must also today recognize the outstanding efforts of our teachers who have been doing the hard work of getting our learners back on track after the pandemic. To our officials who supported our schools and helped facilitate winter schools and spring schools and extra tutoring and online support. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the work that you do every day, which so often goes unrecognized. And to the other important team members, our proud parents. We know that a school will succeed when you have actively involved parents. And when parents stand ready to support their child's learning, that child excels. So congratulations to the class of 2022 for overcoming the odds, because that is exactly what you did with the support of your teachers and of your parents. But Premier, as the class of 2022 has overcome the odds, so too has the Western Cape Education Department. We have taken so many big, bold steps under the very able leadership of Brent Walters over the past year, including taking decisive steps to reverse the learning losses in the foundation phase, aiming to deliver up to 26,000 new places in our schools through our Rapid School Build program, which includes a record-breaking achievement, building a junior high school in just 65 days. Employing up to 1,143 additional teachers and offering permanent posts to 500 qualified grade R teachers, and then increasing our budget by a massive 6.2 billion rand over the medium term. But today, while today is one of celebration, we know that we have two major challenges that we must overcome this year. Firstly, we are going to have to strengthen our interventions to deal with the devastating learning losses caused by the pandemic. We are already making progress, but we cannot stop now, and we cannot wait for someone else to lead the recovery. We have to do it ourselves. Secondly, we need to expand access to schools by ramping up our Rapid School Build program. We cannot say that a child is receiving quality education if there are too many learners in a class, if there are too few teachers in a school, and if there are too few schools in our province. We must and we will overcome these challenges so that we can bring hope by delivering on our vision of quality education for every learner in every classroom, in every school in the Western Cape. I thank you. Now, before I leave the stage, I have a last duty, and that is to introduce the Premier of the Western Cape, who, as you all know, is somebody who knows quite a bit about bringing hope to our province in the face of overwhelming odds. Soon after being as Premier in 2019, he faced extraordinary, most unimaginable of leading our province through a global pandemic, which he did with courage and conviction. He knows that without a quality education for all learners, we will not find our way back from the devastating consequences of COVID-19. He is a huge supporter of education in our province, and I'd like to invite him to come up and share a few words of with you, Premier Alan Wendy.
Molweni wamkilekile, goeiemôre, baie welkom. Good morning and really welcome here to Leeuwenhof. And welcome to a recognition space of the best in our province. It is really an honor and a privilege of Tracy and myself really excited to our outstanding learners from 2022. Thank you for making us all super proud of you and of education in our province. And of course, this is our opportunity to honor you, to congratulate you, and to perhaps also abuse this platform and maybe give you a little message, as the Minister said, of encouragement. I'm maybe going to do a bit more than that. I'm probably a little message of a challenge to say, what is it that you are going to do, bearing in mind that you have conquered this last 12 years, you're in your journey of the last 12 years, or whether it was the COVID-19 pandemic, or whether it was load shedding or transport issues, you took them on, sure that you made yourselves, your parents, your schools, your educators, and us very, very proud. Normally, one would start with protocols, but I want to say, HOD, you have really gone through all the protocols, so I'm not going to follow through any more of them. Besides, say, I started with the matriculants who are going to be recognized today. You are exceptional. Say that for you to get where you are, it takes parents, grandparents, people who are in your support circle, giving you the backing. And so it is also them that we must recognize today. It is your teachers, your principals, it is your communities. So often at the start of the school year, we hear these stories of how communities stand up to protect our schools, to look after our schools. Bodies within the communities to make sure that our schools are spaces of excellence. I want to then say to the department, to the role that you play, and of course the Minister, it is about how all of this comes together to enable us to get here to recognize excellence. I also want to say that we do so, and we are all faced with challenges. The Minister said, I had to face, after being elected, a massive pandemic. I sometimes wonder when you put your hand up for government, because the time that I've been in government, we've had to face day zero and droughts, we've faced pandemics, we've faced load shedding, we've faced all sorts of headwinds. But that's the nature of life, right? And that is going to be my challenge to you today. To say, you have overcome, despite all the odds, in the last 12 years. How do you look at the world, which is now your oyster? You've proven to yourself and to us that you can excel, that you're top of the class. How do you play your role in taking on those global challenges that we all face as humanity? Whether they be taking on climate change challenges, whether they be taking on energy challenges, which we are all facing right now. There are challenges all over the place. Now, before I was in politics, I was an entrepreneur. And that is, challenges are kind of where we like to play. Because wherever there's a challenge, you need a solution. Wherever there's a challenge, it creates an opportunity. So, obviously for us as a government, our challenges are making sure that over and above our normal constitutional mandate that we are providing quality education, despite the pressures that we are under. You've just heard the Minister talk about an outstanding achievement of this government, of this department, in building more schools than ever before. 4 times more schools in the last few months than we've ever built before. More teachers than we've ever appointed before. More and more and more because of the challenges that we face. We've got to rise to those challenges. Or perhaps, for me, safety, which is a really big thing that I focus on. And what does that mean, or could that mean an opportunity for you into the future? It is not a mandate that a province normally has. Our province's core mandate will be education and health, social development and the social net and support for those that need it, or looking at the economy. But we take on safety because it's something that impacts our citizens every single day. And we take it on because we want to have a political fight to say we need to change things. We need to find different ways of finding solutions to make sure we're building a safer society. Right now, what's really challenging me is the energy environment. How do we make sure we have sufficient energy in our system that enables the future economy, that enables education for tomorrow, that enables the future entrepreneurs, those people, perhaps you, who are looking to solve some of those challenges. And that would be my challenge to you. A book that I read last year already was a book called Rescue, written by Ian Golden, Oxford University, and he looked at the challenge that COVID-19 brought to us and how we overcame that challenge. But he put to us, anybody who read that book, to say, what's the bigger picture? When the world has these big things that we've got to face. And he looked at the First World War, and then what did the world do? And his analysis was we didn't do too much, because very shortly after the First World War, the Second World War came along. But then the world learned lessons. And we built the United Nations, and many countries became democracies, and millions of people came out of poverty, and the world started to change. But after the millennium, things started to go downhill again. We saw the rise of populism. We saw going back into almost individual countries rather than European unions. We really saw a narrowing of minds when the world is actually being challenged more and more. Then COVID-19 came along, and his question was, I would like to believe it's our Second World War. And then that becomes the challenge for young people in the world. How are you going to show that you've overcome all odds in getting to today, in being recognized for the excellence that you stand for, that you've shown against all odds, whatever was thrown your way, you achieved. The next part of your journey is to make choices, to say, what are you going to do next? How are you going to change the world into the future? The meeting that I had here this morning was with a German company, original German company, although now they're a global company. They are the biggest offshore wind investor and energy generating company in the world. They operate in 27 or 28 countries around the world. And they are looking at South Africa. They have been here for a few years, but they're looking at how do they ramp up, because there's massive opportunity. Just in that discussion today, we were talking about energy grids, because everybody talks about our transition from coal to renewable, from sun to green hydrogen. But what does that mean for you? I believe, and just in that discussion, we were talking about energy grids, not only in South Africa, but in America and in Germany, where the problem is we might have the academics, but do we have the engineers? Do we have those thinkers who actually get to understand that grid system as new technologies and innovations are coming in? And the problem is there's a shortfall across the world. I think about the matriculants of last year, the year before, and the year before that, who are now the fintech innovators and entrepreneurs that are actually putting Southern Africa on the map globally. I think about the medical technology people who came out of COVID-19, and the whole world looks at us differently because we were able to detect variants in a virus, and suddenly we are now seen as a place to invest in geomedical technologies and innovation companies based on our scientists and our ability to show the world that we actually have the brain power here in the southern tip of Africa. Those are the challenges that we need to put to you, to say the world is actually your oyster. And as you have overcome in the last 12 years of this foundation that you are setting for all of our futures, that my challenge to you is to make sure that this world is your oyster, that you understand that we need to overcome these challenges. And I really hope that even though it is the world, that you utilize this platform, this exciting space in the southern tip of Africa, where every single day I come across investors and foreigners who get here and go, wow, look at this place. It's amazing. And sometimes we don't realize the environment that we've got here, the opportunities that we've got here, because we are blinded by the problems, the pandemics, or the energy crises, or safety, or whatever those challenges are that we face. But it is you. You are that future who will overcome all odds, as you've shown us in the last few years, to get to here, this space of recognition. Take that same energy, take that same drive, and be part of that next stage of solutions to our major problems that we have here, or of course, that the planet has. Because we've got to build a better world. It is all of our responsibility, every single one of us. But more so, I want to say, more so than most, you. Because you've already shown that you can do it. You can overcome those odds. So I want to say to you, congratulations. Thank you for making us so proud. And please take up that baton. Please take up that challenge and change the world. I know you can. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Premier, for those words of wisdom. And I'm sure that you take parts of what the Premier indicated here today and take that forward in your life, keep it in your heart and in your mind as you go forward in your life. So we move now to the main event, right? The reason you are here. And these are the awards. So I just want to give a couple of announcements as to how it's going to work, and then I'll introduce my two colleagues, and they will be taking us through the awards. So to the candidates whose names are going to be called out, and to the principals whose schools will be called out, please come up on the stage on your right, over here. Okay? Then you'll be handed over the certificate. Certificate will be handed over to you. We'll have a photograph, and you exit on that side of the stage and go back to your seat. Thank you very much. And so therefore, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to now move to the award section of today's proceedings. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce my two colleagues sitting over there. They are the big generals in the department, part of the big generals in the department. Mr. Alan Meyer is the DDG, and Mr. Maharoon Mohammed is also a DDG inside the department, and they will be taking us through the school awards, and they will also be taking us through the individual awards. And so I'm going to call on Mr. Alan Meyer firstly to take us through the school awards, and I'm going to ask the Premier and the Minister if they could just join us on the red carpet here. And Mr. Meyer, over to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, SG. All protocol observed. I think the SG has welcomed everybody already. So in this first category, we will be first doing the awards for schools. So in this first category, schools are awarded in terms of improvement in the pass rate, greatest increase in the percentage of candidates achieving access to bachelor's degree studies, and improvement and excellence in individual subjects, and excellence in academic performance. In the second category, awards are made to all public, independent, technical schools that achieve excellence in academic performance. All schools will receive a certificate. In Category 1, Most Improved Schools, we will first go to the Most Improved Public Schools. Awards will be made to 10 public schools with 30 or more candidates that have rate over the period 2020 to 2022. The criteria also includes consistency in the number of grade 12 candidates over the 3-year period from 2020 to 2022. The following are the schools with the most that have improved the most. Princeton High School. The next school, Nonzamo High School. The next school is Ceres Secondary School. The next school is Simanyene High School. Appears the principal is not here. We'll move to the next school, Morrister Secondary School. The next school on the list is Roosendaal Secondary School. Good day, Ms. Lehman. Oops, careful, careful. I'm not greeting anybody else. The next school is Silikamva High School. The second year in a row, our collaboration school out in Hard Bay is really showing their mettle. Well done. The next school is Crystal High School. It's a bittersweet day for the school, eh? Very bittersweet. They unfortunately lost their principal on the day the results was released. Sorry? Not your school. Sorry, my apologies. It was Cathkin, sorry. So sorry. Maddenberg Secondary School. Vandenberg not here. We then go over to the last school in this category, Scottsville High School. The next category is the most improved technical school, technical high school in the province for this year. Morrister Secondary School. We now move to the category greatest increase in the percentage of bachelor's passes. Awards will be made to 10 schools with 30 or more candidates that have shown the greatest increase in the percentage of candidates achieving access to bachelor's degree studies over the period 2020 to 2022. The criteria also includes consistency in the number of grade 12 candidates over the 3-year period from 2020 to 2022. The first school in this category is Mannenberg Secondary School. They are not here. The next school in the list is all the way from Hoërskool Maritzburg, the furthest point in our province up north. The next school in this category is Peakview Secondary School. Veel geluk. Just 1 second. Come through. The next school is Nonzamo High School. The next school is the Res Futura Academy. Congratulations. Well done. The next school is Simanyene High School. Appears not to be here. We proceed to the next school in this category, Hector Peterson Secondary School. Well done. The next school is Fezekile Secondary School. Fezekile, yes. Hello. The next school is Hoërskool Grabouw. And the last school in this category is Silikamva High School. One second. And now. We now move to improvement and excellence in individual subjects. In the first category, we look at improvement for mathematics. This is awarded to one school in the province that obtained the highest score when combining the following categories: change in the percentage of candidates in the cohort taking mathematics, the change in the pass rate for mathematics, the change in the subject average for mathematics, and the change in the number of candidates taking mathematics. The school must have a minimum enrollment of 30 schools in order to qualify. The weighting is the same for all the criteria. The same criteria is also applied for improvement in physical science. For improvement in mathematics, Usasazo Secondary School. Congratulations. For improvement in physical sciences, Nhlanganiso Secondary School. Congratulations. For improvement in the home languages, this is awarded to one school in the province that showed the greatest improvement in the average for English home language, Afrikaans home language, and isiXhosa home language in 2022, compared to their subject average in 2021. A minimum enrollment of 30 candidates is required. Improvement in English home language, Hoërskool Oudtshoorn. Good day. For improvement in Afrikaans home language, Diasville High School. Good day, sir. Good to see you. For improvement in isiXhosa home language, Peakview Secondary School. And with them, Ashton Public Combined School as well. Yeah, Ashton is coming up. Congratulations, ma'am. We're just waiting for the other principal from Ashton to come up. Good day, sir. Congratulations. We now go to the category for excellence in subjects. This is awarded to the school in the province that obtained the highest score when combining the following: percentage of candidates in the cohort taking the subject, the pass rate for the subject average, and the number of candidates taking the subject. The weighting is the same for all four criteria. The awards for excellence in mathematics and excellence in physical sciences are as follows. For excellence in mathematics, Herschel Girls School. For excellence in physical sciences, Claremont High School. Congratulations, Mary. Well done. Excellence in home languages is awarded to one school in the province that produced the highest pass rate in English home language, Afrikaans home language, and isiXhosa home language in 2022, and had the highest average in English home language, Afrikaans home language, and isiXhosa home language in 2022, weighting of 50% for each of the two criteria. For excellence in English home language, Herschel Girls School. For excellence in Afrikaans home language, Hoër Meisieskool Bloemhof. Wees versigtig, juffrou. Daar is nog baie jare wat voor lê. Okay. Ja, nee. Well done. For excellence in isiXhosa home language, Center for Science and Technology. Thank you. Hold on 1 second. Now you're very eager, Mr. Watau. Now we move to category 2, which is excellence in academic performance. In this category, awards are presented to the top 3 technical schools, the top 3 schools in the province, with an NSC enrollment of less than 30 candidates, and the top 20 schools with 30 or more candidates that have achieved excellence in academic results in 2022. The top 3 technical high schools are Hoër Tegniese Skool Drosdey, Hello. The next school in the top 3, Wynberg Boys High School. Congratulations, Mr. Skippers. And the third school in this category is Langenhoven Gymnasium. Hello. The next category is the top 3 schools with an NSC enrollment of less than 80 candidates. Montgomery and Miller Academy. Yeah. Congratulations. The next school in this category, Cannons Creek School. The last school in this category, Somerset West Private School. Congratulations. We now come to the top 20 schools in the province with an NSC enrollment of 80 or more candidates, including independent schools that have achieved excellence in academic results in 2022. And these schools are Hoërskool Stellenberg, Hoërskool DF Milan, dag meneer Konradi. Gaan het goed? Ja, gaan het goed. Parel Vallei High School. Goeiedag, veel geluk. South African College High School, Sax. Congratulations. Well done. Wynberg Girls High School. Well done, Doctor. Parklands College. Must I say the positions? Okay. I've just been reminded I must say the positions. So Parklands College is at number 15. Let's just have a quick run through from number 20, Hoërskool Stellenberg, 19 DF Milan, 18 Parel Vallei, 17 Sax, 16 Wynberg Girls, 15 Parklands College. In 14th position, Oakdale Landbou School. In 13th position, Paul Roos Gymnasium. Congratulations. We stay in Stellenbosch at number 12, Hoër Meisieskool La Rochelle. Paul, not Stellenbosch. My geography is out. Congratulations. In position number 11, Herzliya High School. Let's have a look. In 10th position, Rondebosch Boys High School. Hi, congratulations. In position number 9, Renish Girls High School. I was just letting you know we're going to come to Stellenbosch still. Try to. In position number 8, Paul Girls High School. Congratulations. In position number 7, Claremont High School. Well done, Marek. Position number 6, Springfield Convent of the Holy Rosary. This one's for Minister. Good day, Mr. Quinn. In position number 5, Hoër Meisie School, Bloemhof. In position number 4, Westerford High School. Good day, sir. In position number 3, Diocesan College, Bishops. In position number 2, Rustenburg Girls High School. chairperson can hand it over, the ex-chairperson. Well done, Mr. Gates. In position number 1 is Herschel Girls' School. Congratulations. I now call on my colleague, Mr. Harun Muhammad, to come forward to do the awards for the learners.
Good morning, Goeiemorgen, Molweni, all protocols observed. This section presents awards to candidates. The Premier was saying this is the main part of this morning. Awards to candidates will be presented for the best performance in specified subjects, outstanding performance in the special needs category, special ministerial awards, and awards to the top 40 candidates in the province. In category 1, candidate subject awards. In this category, 1 award will be made to the candidates with the highest mark in the subject, where the highest mark is determined up to 2 decimal points. Each candidate will receive 6,000 Rand and a certificate. From York High School, for dance studies, Amani Lamprecht. Also from York High School for computer applications, Keenan Carstens. Center for Science and Technology for Information Technology, Atenkosi Konzani. From Hoër Meisie School Bloemhof for Afrikaans Home Language, Kanti Greiling. From Rustenburg Girls High School for English Home Language, Kelly Prowse. From Peakview Secondary School for Xhosa Home Language, Liabona Zungula. From Delabat School for South African Sign Language, Zoe Meyer, is a deaf candidate. From Hoërskool Swartland for Agricultural Sciences, Nina Janse van Rensburg. From Hoër Technische School Drosdey, Technical Mathematics, Pierre Trotsky. From Center of Science and Technology for Physical Sciences, again, Atenkosi Konzani. From Huguenote Hoërskool for Accounting, Corneille de Jonge. Again, from the Center for Science and Technology for Mathematics, Atenkosi Konzani. From the South African College High School for Mathematics, Emmanuel Rassou. From the Diocesan College for Mathematics, Dieter J. Carlane, who is not attending, but if there is somebody from the school, they could collect the award. From Rustenburg Girls High for Mathematics, Kelly Prouser. From Rondebosch Boys School for Mathematics, Jason de Villiers. We now move to category 2, excellence despite barriers to learning. In this category, candidates will receive 10,000 Rand and a certificate. The first award goes to, from Jan Kriel School, Benno Weideman, who is not attending. If there is somebody from the school, please come and collect. Doesn't appear, so somebody from the school. The next one is Pioneer School, Adrian Murray, who is a blind candidate. We move to category 3, which is Special Ministerial Award. The WCED is aware that every year there are numerous candidates who achieve excellent academic results in the face of tremendous hardship, ill health, and personal obstacles. We are, however, struck by the courage and fortitude displayed by many learners, families, and teachers in achieving monumental educational and life goals. This year, Minister Mainir wishes to recognize 2 learners who exemplify the exceptional courage and determination showed in achieving their success. It is now my pleasure to call on Minister Mainir to present his Special Ministerial Awards. The 2 recipients of these rewards will each receive 10,000 Rand and a certificate.
Thank you, Aaron. Our first Ministerial Award recipient was diagnosed with apraxia of speech at the age of 5. A speech sound disorder that prevents him from communicating verbally, and he requires a facilitator stabilizing his hand in order to write. Despite this, he has consistently flourished in a mainstream school with high academic scores and a great talent for creative writing. His school was concerned that he might not be able to cope with the academic demands of a mainstream school when he moved on to high school. They didn't have to worry. He continued to do well in high school despite the challenges that the COVID-19 pandemic presented. When it came to matric exams, a facilitator stabilized his hand while he wrote in very large letters, sometimes only 5 to 6 words per page, which would then be transcribed to be ready for marking. This resulted in him spending 5 to 6 hours in an exam venue at a time on some occasions. And on days when he had afternoon exams as well, he had no break between papers. His courage and commitment paid off. He achieved an average of 82% with 4 distinctions. His principal says that he is an example to us all, and she is absolutely correct. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Luca Kraus from Parklands College. Thank you. Premier, our second Ministerial Award recipient had a very difficult matric year. Just after her June exams, severe pain in her leg resulted in an operation to remove a growth, and she had to wear a brace the full length of her leg. Unfortunately, the pain continued and worsened, and she underwent a second surgery to remove a growth. The operations involved transplanting the fibula in her calf into her thigh to replace the bone loss, and a long hospital stay and recovery at home. And just 3 days before the start of her final exams, she received devastating news. She had bone cancer. She was told that she would not be able to write her final exams, but she would not let that stop her. Not only did she write them, she scored an amazing 7 A's and a 91.3% average. Something that I'm sure you will all agree is an incredible achievement, even in the very best of circumstances. Her grade head says that she serves as an inspiration and role model to all people who, despite their limiting circumstances, rise above them and excel. I could not agree more. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Shimene Vandenberg from Hoërskool Meisie School Bloemhof.
And on that very heartwarming note, we continue in category 4, excellent achievement across the province, including independent schools. This is awarded to the top 40 candidates according to the marks obtained in their best 6 subjects that fulfill the requirements of the award of a national senior certificate, namely 2 languages, mathematics, and 3 other subjects excluding life orientation. The historical context of schools is also taken into consideration. Please note that the above 2 categories will be combined and presented in alphabetical order, excepting for the top 5 positions. Number 1 is South Peninsula High School, Rees Besson. Also from South Peninsula High School, Zayan Bedford. From Rylands High School, Halima Bernard. From Hoër Technische School Drosday, Gerard Berger. From Manzamtombo Secondary School, Pumlani Buthelezi. From Renish Girls High School, Erin Kumail. From Manlenkosi Secondary School, Samsanka Daizana. From Rondebosch Boys High School, Jason de Villiers. From New Orleans Secondary School, Cleo George. From Hoër Macy School, Bloemhof, Chianti Greiling. From Ikamvaletu Secondary School, Azasipe Gwe. From South Peninsula High School, Amina Harris. From Blaubergrand High School, Akona Kato. From Center of Science and Technology, all the way to Kanzi. Also from the Center of Science and Technology, Atenkosi Konzani. From Diocesan College, Rob Kotzer. From Rustenburg Girls High School, Shelby LaRue. From York High School, Samuel Leggett. From Sinenjongo High School, Zintle Majwede. From Chris Hani Secondary School, Sakanya Mdwai. From Renish Girls High School, Rachel Meyrung. Photograph? From Westerford High School, Inge Meyer. Also from Westerford High School, Tariq Parker. From York High School, Ludolf Pedro. From Herzliya High School, Michaela Perkel. From Fuleni Secondary School, Nande Popo. From South African College High School, Emmanuel Rousseau. From South Peninsula High School, Gulfam Rumani. From Cedar Secondary School, Shannon Rousseau. From Herschel Girls' School, Juliet Rue. From Hoërskool Stellenberg, Mia Smuts. From Hoër Meisieskool, Bloemhof, Minja Strauss. From Mandlenkosi Secondary School, Matshidiso Tibile. From Protea Heights Academy, Ben van Dijk. And in 35 position, Usazazo Secondary School, Apelele Zenzile. The top 5 positions are as follows. Parel Falay High School, Christian Kotzer. So that was position 5. In 4th position, Hoërskool Bellville, Alice Smit. And in 3rd position, from Hoër Jongenskool Paul, Kenneth Jansen, who was also national number 3. In second position, from Hoër Meisie School Bloemhof, Simone Annemart Low, also national position number 2. And of course, number 1 from Rustenburg Girls High School, Kelly Prouser, number 1 national. Congratulations and well done again to all the candidates, and I hand back to SG Walters.
I think that deserves another round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, learners, or should I say ex-learners, although you never stop learning, learners and teachers and principals, parents, guardians, caregivers, Premier, Minister, to all of you who have contributed to today, thank you very much. You know, young people, you will go out of here, some of you will reach top positions in your lives. Never forget where you come from. If you will be able to see further than anyone else, it is because you have stood on the shoulders of giants. Today you have taken a giant leap. Today you have an award. You've got that award, you've earned it. Make that work for you. I think from the Western Cape Education Department, we do want to congratulate all of you and wish you all the best in your futures. May you all go on to great things. Let's give our students a big round of applause. Before I do the final thanks, I just want to get some house rules out of the way so that you know what's going to happen after this. So what will happen after this is that immediately when we are done, all the students who received an award, the learners, you must go to the staircase where we will take a shot with the Premier, the Minister, and myself. Okay? For that shot, please come for that. It's a very important photo. And when you grey and in your late 50s like me, you can look back on that shot one day. So please come for that. Also, to all our guests who are here, we have pre-packed refreshments available outside. Now, apparently, you're supposed to take the token from your name badge, but you know, I'm very disruptive, so I don't have my name badge, but I did find the token at the back of your name badge. There's a little yellow token, and it will allow you to get some refreshments. Thank you to our sponsors, MTN Foundation, Old Mutual, South Sea, Fundi, Lenovo SA, Pearson, and Vodacom. Thank you to the Premier and the Minister for hosting us here today. Specifically, Premier, I want to thank you and Mrs. Windy for inviting us into your home and allowing us to have this wonderful event here at your home. Let's give the Premier and Mrs. Windy a big round, please. Minister, I want to thank you for leadership, for pushing us hard. Maybe you shouldn't do it so hard, but okay. For pushing us, but really for leading, for embracing the sector and for leading the sector from the front. Can we please give the Minister a big round of applause? Ladies and gentlemen, it remains to thank all of you, to the parents, the caregivers, the guardians of all of our learners, to the principals and the schools who are here, but most importantly, to the learners of the class of 2022 who have walked away with the most prestigious award. May you all go forth out into the world and make us very proud. I thank you. The event is closed. I thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.